Hello, everyone. Have you ever felt like your bob haircut just doesn't look as good as it used to? Even though it's a classic style, when you hit your 50s, not every bob haircut will flatter you the same way. In fact, some bobs can actually make your face appear heavier or less vibrant, even though you may have loved it before. At this stage in life, our hair changes, becomes thinner, harder to manage, and doesn't always behave like it used to. But that doesn't mean you have to give up on your favorite hairstyle. It just needs a little tweak to enhance your natural beauty and give you that youthful, fresh look. In today's video, I'll be pointing out 5 common bob haircut mistakes women over 50 often make, and I'll show you some simple solutions to freshen up your look. These aren't just trends, but small changes that can help you feel and look your best with minimal effort. Let's dive right in. Mistake 1. The one-length bob. Think the one-length bob is timeless? Think again. This classic style might be doing more harm than good, especially as we age. While it's sleek and polished, when you hit your 50s, this haircut can start to look heavy and stiff rather than chic and fresh. As we get older, our hair naturally thins and changes texture. The one-length bob, which once added structure and definition, now tends to fall flat and create a boxy, unflattering shape. Without layers, your hair hugs your face tightly, adding unnecessary width, especially around the jawline. This subtle heaviness can make you appear older, even when your makeup is perfect and your accessories on point. But don't worry, there's an easy fix. You don't have to ditch the bob, you just need to add some structure and movement. Ask your stylist for internal layers, which will help the cut flow naturally and lighten things up. Then, a soft bevel at the ends, not a curl, just a gentle inward curve, can instantly lift the jawline and bring life to your hair. This small change creates a flattering shape that enhances your features and makes the cut more versatile as it grows out. If you've been rocking the one-length bob for years and it's starting to feel flat or outdated, it's not your fault. It's a sign that your style has evolved and it's time to evolve your haircut with it. Now that we've taken care of the one-length bob, let's move on to another common mistake. Mistake 2. The backward-angled bob. Ever heard of the backward-angled bob? While it might seem like a bold, stylish choice, this haircut can actually work against you, especially as we age. The backward angle, where the back is cut longer than the front, visually drags your whole look down rather than lifting it up. When you get this haircut, the hair naturally pulls the eye downward, focusing attention on the nape and neck, areas that many of us prefer to avoid drawing too much focus to. It creates an imbalanced silhouette and can make your face appear closed off rather than open and bright. Instead of creating a flattering frame for your features, it emphasizes the wrong areas, leaving you looking older and more tired. So, what's the solution? The key is a forward-angled bob, but with a subtle slope. This cut starts slightly shorter in the back and gently lengthens toward the front. It lifts your face, highlights your jawline, and brings balance to the overall shape. This subtle forward angle adds structure without looking too sharp, and better yet, it grows out beautifully. It's a timeless look that focuses attention on your face and keeps your profile looking youthful and sharp. Follow through until the end of the video, because I'll be sharing how the right angle can truly transform your look, and trust me, you'll want to know this. Next, let's dive into another bob mistake, the over-angled cut. This one can leave your hairstyle feeling disconnected and awkward. Stay tuned to find out why it doesn't work and how to fix it. Mistake 3. The over-angled bob. If you've ever experimented with an over-angled bob, you may have found that it doesn't always live up to its bold potential. While the intention is to create a chic, edgy look, the extreme angle often doesn't flatter your face the way you might expect. The front pieces fall long, sometimes even past the collarbone, while the back is sharply cropped to the nape. It might seem like an exciting change at first, but in reality, this kind of cut can elongate the lower part of your face in a way that adds unnecessary weight or even makes it look drawn out. The problem is that when the front is too long, it creates a jarring imbalance. The length can make your face feel weighed down, drawing attention away from your eyes and cheeks, and that's not something we want as we age. The cut looks disconnected, as if the front is working against the back, and that's not a flattering effect. Instead of complementing your features, it can make them feel stretched out and unbalanced. So how can we make this work for us? The key lies in balance and moderation. The trick is to keep the front pieces above the collarbone. This small adjustment gives the haircut structure while still maintaining that modern feel. With a gentle curve and a few soft layers at the front, you create movement and flow, making the cut feel natural and elegant. This way, the bob will follow the natural shape of your jawline and enhance your face without overpowering it. Next up, we're going to tackle another common mistake, the broken back bob. This cut can completely ruin the silhouette and throw off your whole look. Stay tuned to find out how to avoid this mistake and get the smooth, polished look you've been aiming for. Mistake 4, the broken back bob. Let's talk about the broken back bob. It may look sharp at first, but if the back is cut too high and tight, you're setting yourself up for a disconnected, unflattering look. When the nape of the neck is cut too short or too severe, it can completely break the flow of the haircut. Instead of one smooth, cohesive shape, you're left with a hairstyle that looks as if the front and back were two entirely different cuts. This makes your hair look unbalanced, like it was poorly executed, and ultimately it can flatten the overall silhouette. For many women, especially those of us over 50, the back of the hair is an area that can draw unwanted attention to thinning or flatness. A tight, overly stacked back accentuates these areas, making the hair look more limp and lifeless. It disrupts the natural flow from the front to the back, leaving the whole look feeling unpolished. So how do we fix it? The trick is to keep the back of your bob more natural. Ask your stylist to taper the back just beneath the occipital bone, the point at the base of your skull. This small adjustment ensures the back follows the natural curve of your head, making it feel grounded and connected to the front. It provides a more seamless, flattering shape that's both youthful and elegant. If you're dealing with thinning hair in the crown area, a subtle taper in the back will create the illusion of volume without overloading the hair with too much height. You can still have shape, but it should be gentle and not too dramatic. And most importantly, this type of cut allows the front to flow more naturally, giving the overall bob a more refined and balanced look. Next, we'll talk about one of the most common mistakes in bob haircuts that you may not even realize: having no layering near the face. This small detail can make a huge difference in how your haircut enhances your natural features. Stick around for the final tip. Mistake 5, no layering near the face. Now, let's tackle a seemingly simple mistake that can dramatically affect the look of your bob: no layering near the face. You might think that a sleek, flat bob without any layers is the way to go, but in reality, this can create a heavy, lifeless look that draws attention to the wrong places. The lack of layering near the face creates a wall of hair, which can box in your features and make your face appear wider, less defined, and heavier, especially around the jawline. As we age, our features soften, and the skin around our cheeks and jawline may lose some firmness. Without soft layers to frame your face, the cut ends up emphasizing the areas we often try to soften or slim down. This can make you look older and detracts from the natural beauty of your face. It's not about avoiding layers altogether, it's about using them strategically to lift and define your features. So, what's the solution? It's simple. Add some subtle face-framing layers. By layering around the cheekbones and jawline, you create movement and dimension that lightens up the overall look. These layers should be soft, not choppy, and should flow naturally with the shape of your face. They'll catch the light, soften your features, and help your bob look fresh and dynamic, rather than flat and heavy. These gentle layers are key to making your bob look effortless and balanced. When you add layers to the front of your bob, you allow the cut to frame your face rather than overpowering it. This also keeps the cut from looking too harsh or rigid, which is often the case when the hair is left blunt and solid all the way through. By adding these small but essential layers, your bob will have that natural, effortless movement that feels fresh, youthful, and flattering from every angle. And the best part? It's an easy change that can completely elevate your look without needing a drastic haircut. And there you have it, 5 key bob mistakes to avoid, with simple fixes that can transform your hairstyle. Now, here's the big takeaway. The best bobs are not about following the trends, but about choosing a cut that works with your natural features and makes you feel your best. It's about balancing shape, movement, and softness, while always staying true to what suits your face and style. I hope these tips help you feel more confident the next time you sit down in the salon chair. Remember, a great haircut should make you feel lighter, fresher, and more energized. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who might need a bob makeover too. Bonus tip: overstyling the ends. Let's finish off with a bonus tip that many people overlook when styling their bob: overstyling the ends. You've probably seen it before, the perfectly curled bob that looks stiff and almost frozen in place. While it might seem like the right way to finish off your haircut, this overly rounded, curled look can completely ruin the natural flow of your bob. When you overcurl the ends, the bob loses all of its modern, effortless vibe. Instead of movement, you get a boxy, overly structured look that feels outdated and too stiff. For women over 50, this can be especially problematic, as it can add extra width around the face, making the jawline look heavier and giving the appearance of a more rigid hairstyle, when what we want is softness and fluidity. So what's the fix? It's actually pretty simple. Don't overcurl the ends. Instead of forcing a curl at the bottom, try using a round brush to gently lift the roots and create soft volume from the crown down. This way, the hair will have natural movement and flow. If you do curl the ends, keep it loose. Let them fall gently, with just a hint of curve, not a perfect round shape. This way, your bob will look effortless, modern, and fresh, giving you that youthful, sophisticated vibe without all the extra fuss. The key takeaway here is that hair should move naturally with you, not fight against your features. A great bob should never feel rigid or like it's holding you back. It should lift you up and let your personality shine through. So there you have it, 5 mistakes to avoid with your bob, plus a bonus tip for making your cut look effortlessly chic. Remember, haircuts are not just about the style, they're about how they make you feel. The right bob should give you confidence, enhance your natural beauty, and most importantly, help you feel like the best version of yourself. Thanks for watching, and if you found these tips helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fashion and beauty advice. See you in the next video.